What's up YouTube, I'm back with another video. Today, no tutorial, because at the moment I prepare my first DJ set in Cologne this Saturday. And yeah, I thought I'd take you with me how I prepare my set and do a little vlog, because I thought it's very fun to do that. And I would love to start a discussion in the comment section how you prepare your set or what you would do different than me. If you like this vlog, make sure you follow me on my socials. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube if you want to see more videos like this. Yeah, let's start preparing the set. So in the last couple of weeks, I listened to a lot of music on Spotify, SoundCloud or whatever, or tracks where I thought this could fit the party I'm playing. And before I import all the tracks to Rekordbox, I like to set all the tracks to the same gain. And for that, I'm using this program called Platinum Note. So I go to all my latest tracks and just pull them in there. I think these are mostly all the tracks I want to play. Let's check the configuration. So I set the LUFS to -9 here. So I would stick to -9 LUFS here. And I add no warms here because I don't want to add something in my finished tracks. Also no pitch correction here. I just want to have the same volume of each track. And yeah, it's just 1 point less where I need to focus on while I'm playing. I think with that I can avoid that I lose energy, because this is one thing I notice very often when I listen to different sets, that they are not controlling the gain right, because they are so busy with mixing and doing effects, and that they forgot that the next track is way more louder or quieter than the track before. And this can really destroy your energy or make your set less qualitative. Yeah, with that settings, I think we can convert all my tracks. And the cool thing about Platinum Note is directly exchange your track files and do a backup folder, so you don't lose the original tracks. And now it's analyzing all the tracks and set the volume of each track to -9 LUFS. And here you can see what I'm talking about. Most of the tracks are around 6 or 7 LUFS. And you can see sometimes I have a track with -5 dB. And now imagine I play this track after this track, then you will notice a big volume difference. And I think, of course, when you're a pro DJ, you notice that directly and fix the gain real quick. But for me, it's a very high risk to forget that. So we're done with that. So in Rekordbox now, I load in the new level tracks, and then I start creating my playlist, name them to the event name. So I'm playing at the Open Day Rave on the 4th of July, and then I load in all my tracks. And I think the most common way that DJs are playing is to play alongs the keys, so mixing 1A to 1A, and then 1A to 2A, and then to 3A, and so on and so on. But I found out that my tracks are totally different, because I have tracks in 1A that are way much harder than other tracks in 1A. For example, I have acid trance tracks in 1A, but I want to play these tracks at the end. And what I thought could help me to arrange my set and play a story, I just put in my tracks to a little sheet, so I don't look at the keys at first. I just hear the track, and then I think about where I want to play this track in the set. At the beginning, I want happy, vibey summer tracks. In the middle of my track, I want to play 1 or 2 edits or famous songs that people can vibe with. I want to get more transy here and more acid. And at the end of my set, I want to achieve high energy and a lot of acid, a bit more dark, not too dark, because I'm playing at 5 p.m. And yeah, I never tried this, but I think it could help me to not focus on the keys and just listen to the tracks and where I want to put them in my set, and then starting DJing. And most of the tracks allows you to do a higher jump in mixing, like from A1 to A7 or A6, because only drums or kick and bass are going on. And I think you just need to do a bit more mixing, and then it's also possible to do higher jumps in mix. So that's what I'm doing now, and then I try things out on my DJ controller and try to mix those tracks, because my goal is really to create a journey or a story in my set. I don't want to play random tracks because the key is matching, and it's easy to go from A1 to A12 in one set, and that's it. I want to play all the tracks I like. I want to create this story here or this journey. So I hope this little overview will help me while I'm practicing my set. So I fill this list out now, and then I see you in a minute. But before I can start to practice, I need new plants for my studio, because I screwed up my old ones, and it's very important to have a nice vibe in the studio. So I go and get new plants real quick, and then I start cooking up my set. At the garden center now, but first things first, little snack. So this is my loot. Got 1 fake flower for my absorbers and 2 real plants for the corners of the studio. Let's go. New plants are stored. Let's go to the studio. We got a nice upgrade for the studio. Don't know if you get the point, but it feels so much better to work in the studio when you have a few green plants in your room, especially when you're always in a dark room like me. And now I can start preparing my set. Maybe I do a quick edit or something, so see you there. Yo, what's up? It's already the next day, and it turns out that I completely rearranged my set order from my first idea. The Excel sheet was really helpful because now I'm not playing along the keys like I did before, and it really worked well. Most of the tracks really allows you to do big jumps in the key. Now my set has a story like I planned in Excel, and I'm not forced by the keys to do an order that I don't like. And one important thing I noticed when I was watching 2 or 3 sets from my favorite artists at the moment, because I wanted to know how long do they keep up the energy. So how long is kick and bass playing without any major breaks? And that's really a thing, because I found out that the big DJs really keep up the energy almost the whole set, maybe with 2 or 3 major breaks. And I had the problem with my first 2 or 3 tracks, which had a big break in it, but I really wanted to play those tracks, so I decided to load them in Ableton, and I cut it out the big break, but I kept the main drop that I really like. And let me know what you think about this decision. Of course, I could also do the jump with the cue point, but I tested that and turns out that it's 50-50 if it's work or not. Maybe it's because I'm not that much into DJing, but for me it felt safer when I prepare my tracks in Ableton and edit them in the way I like it. And I did that for 2 or 3 tracks, to keep up the energy. And now in my 1 hour set, I have only 1 or 2 major breaks with like 30-second break. And the rest are short breaks where you still have drums in it or bass line, so that I don't lose the energy. And I think it was a very important step to be aware that you need to keep up the energy to not losing the crowd. Let me know what you think. I do 2 or 3 more practice hours now, and then I take you with me on my gig tomorrow. Yo, what's up? Next day, and now I'm driving to the gig. Weather is perfect, blue sky, 27 degrees. Let's go, I'm ready. I'm at the location now. My set is in 1 hour, and look at this crowd, man. I'm playing here in 1 hour. What's up? It's the next day, and this was my Cologne debut. I think the pictures speak for themselves. It was absolutely amazing. No one of the event manager or the artist thought that there are so many people at the end. I think we were over 300 people at the end, and the energy was totally insane. Turned out that the story that I planned for my set was totally right. People were going insane, and I had so much fun. Yesterday morning I thought that I play maybe in front of 30 people, and now it was like 200. At the beginning of my set I was really shaking, and it felt like a dream. Everyone was screaming, and I started with a few trance tracks where everybody can vibe with, and then in the middle of the set I did a switch, played very fast acid trance banger, and the crowd was really enjoying it. I was really enjoying it. The whole team was really enjoying it. And yeah, the whole day was perfect. I cannot imagine a better Cologne debut. Big thanks to Liebsein Kollektiv, big thanks to 3am Rush, and big thanks to the Eiskalt label for having me. It was really a pleasure. And mixing wise, I learned that very big speakers, they excuse a lot of mistakes. I asked a few people after my set if they heard anything of my mistakes. I did only 4 transitions like planned, and the rest was freestyle and really stressing me out, but no one heard that. So one advice I can give you is you don't need to overthink everything, and you don't need to practice every second of your set. It really worked out well, even when I was not able to play every transition like planned. But I think it was the right decision to put that much effort into the set because so many people were there. And yeah, at the end, everyone was happy. I'm happy. So I hope you enjoyed this little mixing vlog. Stay tuned for my next videos. I planned a lot of tutorials, and also my Serum 2 preset pack is at the finish line. I hope to release it next week or in 2 weeks. Stay tuned for that. Would love to read your feedback and if you want to see more of these little vlogs. So thanks for watching, thanks for all the support, and see you in the next one.